Go back and look at that look on his face when that dog sicks his ass. Bro, I know acting and I know humans. That was not acting. He was in genuine fear of his life. They only show it for like 2 or 3 seconds. That's why they needed that fucking body cast. Yeah. Dude, they jumped. That dog, he was looking, go back and look at it. Play it now. Look at his fucking face. That's fear. One of my favorite scenes was
so now you're gonna number that?
Fuck, damn it, I just did. Fuck, all right, 3, 2.
One of the most effective moments of suspense in the movie for me was when Fool hears mommy and daddy praying and follows the sounds to a room to find that it's empty and the voices are coming from a tape recorder. So at that moment you're like, oh shit, they're not there. They're obviously coming behind him. And what was so brilliant about the direction and the pacing of this moment that made it really good is that when you find it, when you see the tape recorder there, you realize that mommy and daddy are not in the room. Foal is standing right in the doorway, and it cuts to a shot looking at him, and you see this like darkness behind him that anything could come out of at any moment, and it hangs there looking at him, and you're waiting for it at the edge of your seat, like when is the jump scare going to happen? And then it cuts to a different shot, a profile shot from outside the hallway looking at Foal. So you kind of get this like false sense of relief thinking that, okay, the moment has passed. They're not going to do what I thought they were going to do. And as soon as you have that thought, bam, here comes daddy.
Gimp daddy.
Yeah, charges out of him. That moment reminded me of one of the best jump scares in horror movie history. It's in the hospital scene in Exorcist 3. It was just brilliantly choreographed and played out. I'm going to play that clip as we're saying it. So.
But also, there's a flip side to that coin, because I looked at that scene and I saw it for a different way. I was looking at the acting from Fool, and I was like, he initially, he's leading up to it. He walks up to the room, but in my mind, he got there and said, this is still, I don't give a fuck if this is a tape recorder. The shit that I was just hearing is fucked up. So it get kind of fucked with him like, yeah, that's a tape recorder, but they saying some fucked up shit. Yeah. Like, this is some weird shit, man.
When did they put together that recording? Like, that was an elaborate, like...
But my thing is, they've been had it. This isn't anything new. They've had, this isn't the first child they trapped. They're using their stuff. They have a child trapping kit.
CTK. Yes, mommy.
Mommy,
you say your prayers? Yes, mommy.
Okay, all right. Okay, and this is it was one of my favorite scenes is in Favorably Horrible. What the fuck? Did this bitch just get on the fucking PA system and say,
Daddy, police out there.
Bitch, they can hear you. She literally had a PA. If they didn't hear the gunshots, you know they heard the PA.
Yeah.
Did you hear when she got on it?
Uh-huh.
The fuck, man? Jesus Christ. And then she had nerve to tell her daughter, you little Judas. Bitch, please. Really? We're quoting the Bible now? Judas?
Yeah, they threw her in the boiling bath.
Get in, huh? Well, let me help you.
Clean yourself. At least she was trying to get the blood off her and not the black off her. I thought she was trying to get the black off her because she's our pure daughter's up there with that blood. Okay, whatever.
Oh, she's been tainted. Now they can both burn in hell. Mm-hmm. The two of them.
Oh my gosh, and burn.
She's probably got her on that reefer. My last one is when is the reveal, not really the reveal, but the comeuppance of Stairmaster. When Jan comes up out of the stairs and stands up over mommy before everyone starts busting out of the walls to attack her, that felt like a very epic moment that was well earned by the whole first part of the film. It seemed like the film was always building towards that moment, and I think that having to wait 90 minutes to really see Stairmaster and the people under the stairs that we came to see the movie for, waiting 90 minutes to get that made it that much more satisfying. And like when he comes out and he stands there, it's like, oh, I feel it's pretty cool. And then they get their revenge.
Spoiler alert.
Wes Craven was great at less is more with his villains. Even in Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy became such an iconic movie monster because of that film with such a large imposing presence. Even though he only has a total of 7 minutes of screen time spread throughout the 91-minute film, with most of that time taking place in the last 15 minutes. It's just, it takes some brilliant directing to create a character that strong that you hardly ever see. Just really good storytelling.
One of the things I loved about it is that whenever I see movies, whether they're horror or action or whatever, I love subtleties without things being said. If you notice that maybe a 2 or 3 second scene where they throw a bunch of dolls on the bed and it says something about these are all the salesmen and the criminals, and there's not one white doll on there.
Yeah.
That kind of fucked me up. I'm like, this had to be done on purpose, or there had been little Barbies in there, little Kens. There were no Barbie and Kens, just Lees and Roys.
Friend of Ruby's.
Lees and Roys. But speaking of that, lastly, my favorite scene was, and this cannot be understated. Listen, one thing I'll say about the 90s, they were really about practical effects. This motherfucker Vin Rames almost won a fucking Oscar. Go back and look at that look on his face when that dog sicks his ass. Bro, I know acting and I know humans. That was not acting. He was in genuine fear of his life. They only show it for like 2 or 3 seconds. That's why they needed that fucking body cast. Yeah. Dude, they jumped. That dog, he was looking, go back and look at it, play it now. Look at his fucking face. That's fear.
Yeah, sure enough.
I don't know about the people understairs. I know about the animals upstairs. All dogs don't go to heaven.
Leroy. Friend of Ruby's.